iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
When I sat in the car, you always wonder, what's it going to feel like? It was my first time driving a mid-engine GT car. My thoughts were, wow, this is really good for our first time in a car. I was really surprised by it. You're sitting low, you got the A-pillars at steep angles, the windshield's at steep angles, you can see the fender flares. I think we have a chance to win. Everything's got to go right, but I think we have a car that can win the race or be on the podium. But can you imagine how cool that would be to go back 50 years later to the year and do it?
Hi guys, I'm Scott Speed, driver of this amazing Volkswagen Beetle GRC car. I got good news for the iRacing fam. We got this coming in. I'm currently working on it myself personally to make sure that it is as accurate as possible. With the addition of dirt and now this mean car, it is gonna be so fun. And it's gonna be available free to all the iRacing members. Personally, I can't wait to get out there and race you guys on it.
Aussie Driver Search is excited to announce a brand new competition in 2017. We will be holding a V8 Ute competition with the winner receiving a drive in the V8 Utes at the inaugural Newcastle Street Race. This will be the last time the V8 Utes will race in their traditional format before morphing into the new Super Ute category in 2018. With the overwhelming response and huge demand for Aussie Driver Search, we have decided to create this additional competition for those who missed out. Open to anyone, this competition will consist of a drive in a V8 Ute at our events in Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria. The top 5 from each qualifying round move into the finale to drive V8 Utes at Sydney Motorsport Park free of charge, with the winner crowned on this day. 3-time V8 Ute champion Ryle Harris is the judge for this competition. Ryle will also mentor the winner during the round at Newcastle. One person in the V8 Ute competition will also receive a wildcard entry into the final round of the Pro competition and be in the running to win a full season in the 2018 Toyota 86 Racing Series. The entry fee is only $800 with limited spots available. Entries are open now. These spots will not last long. Get your entry in to avoid missing out.
Hello everyone, welcome to V8 Online's live coverage of the Aussie Driver Search iRacing official V8 Supercar Series. Round 11 tonight. We're back at Sonoma after last night's awesome race. West End Mazda California 250. We're back for tonight's action in the official V8 Supercar Series here on iRacing.com. Jay Kennedy and last night's runner-up in the V8 Scop Series, Jared Filsell, joins me once again. G'day, Jared.
G'day, viewers. Jay.
Going to be an awesome night of racing. Last night was pretty impressive. Tonight, all-out sprint, so complete polar opposite in regards to format, but it should be a fun race tonight.
Yeah, very short race here. This race is shorter than a full stint that we did last night, so that's how short it is. So should be good.
A little bit better or more friendly, driver-friendly. Drivers a little bit cooler in regards to track temperature, which will see a little bit more closer racing, but the fact as well that we've got a sprint race, a bit of action as well.
Yeah, 7 degrees cooler, partly cloudy skies, so it'll be more favourable for lap speed, but there still will be some tyre deg to contend with.
Most of the guys have completed their qualifying session. Drivers still out on track, punching in Mario Vlasic about to start a flying lap. Very slow at the moment. Greg Sharp's about to start a flying lap, but currently top 15 separated by 0.6 of a second. 1 second separates the top 18, so very close here at the moment.
Yeah, that's actually very good times there, considering 23 cars here. Dave Oliver just starting his lap. I know he's just finished one, so he pops up into 20th.
Lap from Greg Sharp.
Just finished his second lap, didn't count, so off track possibly there for Greg.
I may have finished all their lap time. Posting both laps. Whole field separated by 2 seconds, but top 18 separated by under 1 second. Top 15 by under 7/10. Top 9 under half a second. So it's very close.
Yep. Very hard to pass here also. So that's another thing to take into account tonight. You much have to be forceful off the start here, so there's no strategy involved. Just send it. That's all you can do.
Vlasic crossed the start-finish line for the last time. That lap definitely was a third attempt for him, so doesn't count as well. I'll run through the starting grid as we've got only 30 seconds left in qualifying. Josh Rogers will start this race from pole position, continuing his good form from last night. Fawzan El Nabi, P2. Dane Warren didn't race last night, but he'll start this one from third. Marlon McMullen also didn't race last night. He'll start from fourth. Jordan Ross did a very good job in qualifying throughout the last week and last night. Couldn't quite finish it off though last night. He'll start from fifth. Hayden Dodman, great drive from him last night. Finished seventh. He'll start this one in sixth. Then Kurt Stenberg, Corey Preston, Mitchell McLeod and Ryan O'Sullivan round out the top 10. Then we've got Riley Blythe, Bretton Hobson, Daniel Benefield, Wayne Burke, Daniel Williams, Luke Harvey, Mario Vlasic, Matt Stratford, Greg Sharp, Dave Oliver, Zach Baker, Daniel Trim and Ingo Bay. Rounding out the 23 cars we have for tonight's race, which will be an absolutely awesome one.
Should be a cracking race tonight, especially in the midfield there. Those times are very close.
Yeah, it's incredibly tight there in the middle, so I'm very sure we'll see some argy-bargy coming up through turns 1, 2, 3, 4. Expecting to see a few guys off the track, a couple of crashes, a couple of punts, but hopefully it's reasonably clean, but I'm not thinking it will be, unfortunately.
More do you want in a race?
We love our
last week certainly had a bit of that, but definitely hard to get the car off the line here. I actually struggled quite a lot last night with the very low grip, so guys have got it cut out for tonight.
After the race concludes, we will confirm our Thursday night broadcast. We've had a fair bit of hype surrounding what we're going to do Thursday nights next season. We'll confirm that after the race tonight, so stick around if you're wanting to know what we'll be doing on Thursday nights to replace our IMSA broadcast next season. We're very excited about it. Jared, I told you just before, and you were a bit shocked and surprised. Something very different.
Yeah, something different, something new, something fresh. So hopefully it's well received.
I think it will be. It's very, very left field. Nobody's guessed it yet, which is very, very good. But we'll get ready to go. We're just waiting for Matt Stratford to join up, and he just does. So here we go. It's round 11 of the Aussie Driver Search iRacing official V8 Supercar Series. Here from Sonoma, we are ready to go for 24 laps. We're away. Good jump from Rogers.
Dane, very, very good start there. He's jumped, falls in straight away.
Yep. Very, very good jump.
Constantine back there in the back of the pack.
Riley Blythe just into the back of his teammate in Ryan O'Sullivan. Coming up through turn 2. They're 3 wide. And they've all got into line quite well. Wayne Burke up the inside of Riley Blythe. And Preston getting a move made from McLeod. Oh, a bit of argy-bargy between those two. And a little bit of contact.
Well, that was very, very close.
Now ended up 3 wide there for a moment. McLeod drops in behind Preston. And Brenton Hobson's taking advantage there of that. And have a look at the pack of cars behind. Stenberg, Blythe, Benefield, Stratford. Those guys looking very racy.
Looks like Ryan's got damage on my screen. Not sure if it's a bit of netcode damage or it's legitimate.
Their front end's definitely got a fair bit of damage. I know he did get a bit of rear damage from contact between he and his teammate, but side by side. Oh, Stenberg.
Stenny sideways, he's looped.
I'm not sure if Stenberg was helped then.
Don't think so. Might have to get a cut price racing replay on that one.
Yep. Coming up on screen now. We'll see if we can get it from a different angle. I think he had it already locked up before there was contact between he and Stratford. Stratford had nowhere to go after the big lock-up and sideways moment for Stenberg. We'll go back live. Rogers has checked out a full second already. Dane Warren next, then Alnabi and McMullen, Dodman and Ross, your top 6 at the moment. McLeod up the inside,
Mitch,
contact between he and
Corey's
Preston.
around. Quite a long way back there. Quite willing to make a move straight away.
Now, I think there might be more to this story that we may have missed at the start of lap 1, because Mitch made a late move through the chute, or the start of the chute, the lap previous on lap 1. And then he's made a big dive bomb this time around.
Corey's missed the apex by a long way, and Mitch has pretty much parked the car in there and had nowhere to go, but he could call it 1-1 after Corey's little cheeky squeeze on him at lap 1 there.
Yep. Back live, Wayne Burke, Ryan O'Sullivan, they're getting quite racy down the front section of the track. We can't really call it a straight because there's nothing too straight about it. One big long sweeping bend. But Burke in 9th, O'Sullivan in 8th, and McLeod and Hobson are very, very racy too. Just up ahead though, Jordan Ross is looking to make a move. Up the inside he goes on Hayden Dodman, and that is move done.
Yep, Hayden pulls out of it there. Didn't look like he wanted to fight too hard for that one.
On board with Brenton Hobson. Trying to hunt down Mitchell McLeod. McLeod doesn't look overly settled in the car at the moment.
Does Brenton run wide there down the hill? Mitch has got a little bit of rear end damage there, possibly from lap 1.
Comes
He's
Burke.
having a look. Having a look on his teammate there. He's got up the inside, but he's got nowhere to go here. So Hobson will retain the inside line.
Gonna have to watch out for O'Sullivan. Will he come and try and sneak through? He won't. We start lap 4.
Gaggle of cars here. Quite incredible to watch, so close to one another here. Throw a blanket over easily 6 of them.
Daniel Benefield continuing his internet issues that he had last night. He's dropping positions in the live timing. Up the inside goes Hobson though. That'll be moved done on McLeod. He's going to have to try and watch out. Wayne Burke might potentially come back through. He won't.
Single file here. Fortunately, I tried that last night. Didn't work out very well for me.
Usually doesn't through this section.
Just looks like he's a bit flustered at the moment.
He's not in his normal rhythm.
Been beaten up a little bit to begin with.
Burke's going to have a look here up the inside. Oh, look at Riley Blythe. Big move on former teammate Luke Harvey. Big late dive, and he's going to get it done, is he?
Luke's up the inside here, so Riley's definitely going to have to be committed around turn 1 here, or you'll pull out of it. He's going to hold it here. He's run very wide. Good racing room given there from Luke. Could have chopped him and possibly turned himself around there.
Great job to get through there in the end. Wayne Burke looking... Oh, big moment for Burke. He got 2 wheels in the grass after the curb ended over the flip-flop and almost looped it around.
Very easy to do there when following a car. You got no sight of the curb or the corner when you're right up underneath the rear wing there, so you'll be very patient, throttle.
Get a Cut Price Racing replay of that because that was a massive moment for Wayne Burke. We're already 5 laps into this race too. Yeah, it's a bit strange, wasn't it?
Just missed the turn-in point to take a bit of curb, which definitely helps, but giving Mitch a bit of a touch there, coming out of the last corner.
Back live. Rogers has a 2.5 second lead over Dane Warren in P2. Forzan Alnabi third. Those two guys punching around about the same lap times. 1:13 flat last lap around. Then we've got Marlon McMullen next in P4. Jordan Ross in 5th. And Hayden
Mitch
Dobson
runs
6th.
very wide down the chute. Here we go. Wayne's going to have it up the inside. Easy move here. Chat for Ryan. He'll try and tuck in. Quiet. We have to keep an eye on the incidents here. Very, very easy to accumulate over the long run, so guys are going to have to be wary of that.
The ERT Commodore of Rhino Sullivan looks a little bit sick, and up the inside goes O'Sullivan, and he'll get the move done on McLeod, but McLeod comes back through. Well, here we go. McLeod's still on the outside. Is he going to hold it there? Almost contact. McLeod thinks about chucking it back up the inside, and he will. They're going to go side by side for another couple of corners. Good battle here. Here comes Luke Harvey having a look at McLeod now. Oh, contact between those two. Contact between Harvey and Blythe as they went to rejoin as well.
Sorry about that. Just had to sort some issues out.
You're all good.
Quite a clumsy little incident there, unfortunately.
Yep.
Luke. Oh, Mitch runs very wide. Looks like he's got massive damage to his car there.
Yeah, McLeod's dropping a lot of places at the moment. He's dropped back to 16th position after that issue. Yeah, so he's going to get some damage repaired. So that's potentially race done for McLeod. Back up front, El Nabi starting to close up to Dane Warren for P2. This is going to be a very, very fun battle here because El Nabi has had a bit more practice in regards to the long run. I don't believe Dane Warren's done too much long run practice, and we know how much the tyres wear. You will definitely know, Jared, how much the tyres wear in this track. They're not too fun after a while.
One thing to get there, another to pass. Forzan looks just a little bit more in tune with track and car at the moment.
A battle pack that we were watching has definitely settled down now, so not a huge amount happening with El Nabi catching Dane Warren. Remember, if you are wanting to keep up to date with everything that's going on track, you can do so on our website. We have live timing available at v8online.com/live-timing. All the funky numbers of everything that's happening on track are there, as well as a track map. You can keep up to date with everything happening on the track right now. Starting to get a little bit of a gaggle of cars starting to form behind Riley Blythe. Looks like Daniel Benefield has been the victim of what is called a clock smash. His internet dropping at the wrong point. He's ended up on the timesheets a lap down.
Been given a hit there by Riley.
And Riley's not too happy.
Could be getting blue flags.
I don't think Benefield knows that he's ended up a lap down. That's my thinking, because that's where he should be fighting for position, but he's officially a lap down.
Yeah, Blythe's actually radio telling him, but not sure. We'll have to see. My timing hasn't updated yet, but have to see when they cross the line. Actually, it's just updated now. He is 1 lap down, fortunately for Benefield. Blinky wheel strikes again.
Yep. I remember famously one race we broadcast, Shane Van Gisbergen was leading by a really long margin and ended up having the same issue happen to him. It was quite a few seasons ago, but we have seen it happen.
His car is all over the joint.
Yep.
Fortunately, so looks like he's driving through the crowd at the moment. Could have chat muted here, so he's probably not hearing them talk to him at all.
Yeah, and saying that his teammates should possibly be letting him know. Oh, Stratford just got a hit.
Around.
That was from Vlasic.
It was a very clumsy move there from Vlasic. Strati just looks like he bobbled on the apex there, and fortunately Vlasic has just been into the back of him and didn't lift, unfortunately. Maybe a bit of net code as well. Yeah.
Stratford now trying to get onto the back of Zach Baker. He's going to make a big move here up the inside at the hairpin, and that's move done. A little bit of contact though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not quite done.
A bit of a cheeky rear guard into the front end there. Zach thinks better of it, doesn't want to hang around the outside.
No, it's a bit tough out there being out that wide, so we're on to lap 11 already. We're almost halfway through this race. This race is absolutely flying by.
Corey all over the back of Daniel Williams here. Obviously Corey had that spin earlier on. Looks like he's probably a bit more consistent than Williams at the moment, so hopefully Corey can keep his cool and get a move done shortly.
Yeah, last lap around, Preston 3/10 quicker, so Preston looking a little bit quicker on track at the moment. You guys start to get their lap times into the 14 and 15, or 1 minute 14, 1 minute 15 bracket. The time's definitely starting to slow from where we saw qualifying at in the mid to low 12s.
It is very frustrating having to follow a car around here. You can't really sight apexes and you've got no rhythm whatsoever, so I feel their pain. I had to follow Rogers for the majority of last night.
About 70 laps last night.
Yeah, about that.
The strange thing with this track too is there's so many different lines as well, which I think makes it a little bit more harder to follow because you're not sure if someone's moving over to let you through or you know, what they're up to ahead of you because there's definitely different lines. Oh, Preston, geez, he cut that corner quite aggressively.
Yeah, definitely a 1x there. Don't think you can get a slowdown there unless you pretty much take the piss.
Yeah. You're almost launching it over the corner. They're starting to catch up to this battle pack with Luke Harvey, Mario Vlasic and Greg Sharp too.
I think
Preston
Corey
and
has to... I think he just has to buy his time and really be patient behind Williams here. I mean, he could probably get the move done, but he could also destroy his tyres in doing that also. So you really need to think about your tyres rather than passing someone. You really need them to last the whole race.
Up the inside goes Preston.
The late move there, he's not
Yep.
going to be able to do much with it, unfortunately. Going to be on the outside again. Looks like he rung that car all the way out to the rev limiter there. It's not helping the Dunlops.
Did a good
A try
job to
around
not
the
get
outside.
contact as well. I thought there was going to be contact and door-to-door contact between those two, but there was none. Have a look at the battle for 4th and 5th, starting to wind up a little. Marlon McMullen and Jordan Ross. Jordan doing a very, very good job keeping a rhythm. Last lap around 3/10 quicker than Marlon McMullen and only 2/10 off his best lap. So he's being nice and consistent as we pass the halfway point in this race.
Yep, I think that Synergy Sim Racing setup is pretty good. He was really high up there pre-qualifying for the Scops on the weekend, so good showing from Jordan.
I think he was inside the top 10 for pre-qual, qualifying and the first stint of the race last night. So after the first stint he had a few issues and hit the wall on cold tyres, which is quite easy to do as well. So good to see Jordan in the top 5 at the moment. We've got 11 laps left in this race. It's flying by.
Got one eye on Corey Williams again. I think Corey just has to concede defeat for this time, just so they can catch up to the back of this pack and then hope to move forward through Williams having a go at these guys, because I think he looks like he's got more pace, but he's just going to burn it all up trying to pass him, unfortunately.
If he actually can get a move done, he'll have no tyres left to actually hold the position anyway. It's where you have to
Looks
put a
like
bit of
he's-
trust in the driver ahead and actually work together to get to the next car.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a good run here. I think he might have a dive.
There he goes. We'll get it done here.
Probably won't have the exit drive here. Yep. Williams is definitely have this one, so another move, unsuccessful. That'll definitely hurt the Dunlops there, so just over driving the car at the moment. He's not quite getting the car into the corner to make the pass. He's got nothing for Williams on the exit. He's got another exit, good exit here.
Got it done this time. And through goes Preston now up to P14. Williams drops back to 15.
I think Williams will be smart here and try and latch onto the back of Corey and go up with him like Corey looked like he should have done with Williams, but he got the move done. Only took him 5 or so laps to do it.
Orzan Alnabi back right on the tail of Dane Warren once again. This battle's heated up over the last 2 laps. Last lap around, Alnabi about 2/10 quicker. This lap, he's gained about half a second already this lap.
Yeah, this battle's ebbed and flowed throughout the race. Forzan looked like he had him covered for speed on the early stint, but Dane's come back composed in the middle, and now it looks like Forzan's having another charge.
They've ended up with 3 cars out of the race, Stratford, Benefield and McLeod. Not sure what happened to Stratfield. I know Benefield dropped out. He's had his internet issues, so he put it in the pits and decided to give up for the night. I'm not sure about Stratty though, that's a bit strange.
Yeah, he's disconnected from the server. Not sure, we might have missed what happened to him. Unfortunately, he did get spun around, so that put him right
Yep.
down the order, so...
Amazing lap times looking at them from Josh Rogers as well. He's still doing lap times in the 1:12 bracket. Everyone else is into the 13, 14 and 15 second bracket. So pretty impressive driving from Josh Rogers at the moment. as we
His
approach
car's
the
only
two-third.
tapered off 0.6 of a second from the start, so very good pace here from Josh. So the other guys have dropped off maybe a second or so on their tyres, so
Yep.
definitely good tyre life for Rogers.
El
Look at
Nabi.
Dane, he's really sliding his car around. He's going to be struggling, feel, for the rest of this race from now on.
Yeah, El Nabi's got really good pace as well. He just can't quite get that move done. Same issue that we saw before with Preston getting past Williams. And
Well, they're both sideways there on the exit.
Preston's just getting a move done on Greg Sharp, and Daniel Williams might get through as well. Might be able to do so. We'll get a Cup Bros Racing replay of that one in just a second. A good move from Preston. He's now back up to 13th position after the issues he had on lap 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think if Corey can maintain speed in the 13s, he will be able to get to Mario before the end of the race, so that'll be another battle to look out for in the coming laps.
Pretty simple move in the end there for Preston. Just got to the back of the car, and the other car knew he was coming. Through he goes. But this battle between Warren and El Nabi, it is still on.
Yeah,
Warren's
I'm
doing a good
really
job holding on.
I'm kind of studying the the cars a bit here. I'm watching Dane's car all loose off the exit, and I'm watching Forzan. He's a little bit loose, but he's also bombing the car into the corner. He's entering the corner way too fast, and he's just got a lot of understeer coming in. He's just got no exit speed, so it looks like Dane's using all the rear and Forzan's using all the front, so quite a contrasting battle here.
Not long left in this race as well. We've only got 6.5 laps left here for round 11. Of course, next week will be the finale for this season. We head to Road Atlanta, a track that the V8 Supercar travelled to a lot back in the day, but hasn't been to for a little while. So that'll be very entertaining. A track that we will see in the V8 Scops Enduro Cup as well. At the end of October, we'll have the Road Atlanta 500. Oh, big mistake from Warren. Here comes El Nabi. He's going to get the move done here because Warren was very, very wide through the very fast right-hander. Warren's actually just disconnected from the server. Something's happened to Dane Warren. He's out. Oh, no, hang on, he's back. Dane Warren's just magically reappeared. He's going to let El Nabi through. But Dane Warren having the same sort of internet issues that we saw from Benefield before. Jordan Ross now right on the tail of Marlon McMullen. He's going to try and get a move done.
Had a bit of a noob moment there with a bit of mic mute and talking to myself, unfortunately.
All done that one.
Yeah, Dane looks like his quality dropped a lot. He was down to 60 quality, so that's why he was out a little bit for there, but he's come back, and looks like Forzan's got that move done. He should be able to pull away here.
Daniel Trim, Dave Oliver having a bit of a battle back in the field. Oliver up the inside through turn 2, outside for turn 3, but he gets it done.
Dane Warren's conceded defeat there. He's typed over text chat won't fight to Forzan, so a little bit of sportsmanship there. Don't think Warren would have had anything for Forzan. Unfortunately, it looks like he's burnt his tyres up a lot trying to hold him off, so
Watching now Jordan Ross and Marlon McMullen. We've got 5 laps to go in this race. Ross still has pretty good pace in the car, but McMullen looks like he's just doing enough for now.
yeah, it looks like Ross got up to the back of him and he's stayed there, but he's almost dropped off a little bit. He just can't
big
follow.
moment from McMullen.
Yeah, right out sideways there, coming off the curb.
Another battle that's starting to heat up as well is we've got Ryan O'Sullivan catching onto the back of Brenton Hobson and Wayne Burke, who haven't been fighting, have been close, but obviously being teammates, they're not fighting overly hard. But O'Sullivan is right there now too. So another battle to watch with only a couple of laps to go. We'll go back to Jordan Ross trying to chase down and pass Marlon McMullen.
We got Corey right on the back of Mario, as predicted before. So Corey's been able to lap very consistently. Actually set the fastest lap of his race.
Oh,
last
contact
lap.
between Wayne Burke and Brenton Hobson. Teammates.
Oh. Oh no.
That's never what you
Team
want.
contact. Get a cut price racing replay of that one.
Yep. Burke up the inside and then had a big lock up, and it's just shot him a little bit wider than he expected.
He spun himself out on Brenton's front wheel.
Yep.
It looks like. I think Brenton could have done whatsoever. Almost let him have it, but Wayne unfortunately overcommitted.
Preston's got through on Vlasic, so that is move done. Go back to Jordan Ross though, because he is now right on the tail of Marlon McMullen once again.
He's very close, but I just don't think he can maintain being so close. I just don't think his setup likes being tucked up underneath the rear wing there. He looks like he's probably got a lot of understeer from aero push.
There's two guys out on track that have had absolutely nothing happen in their races. Josh Rogers out in front and Hayden Dodman who's behind these two. These two guys have had absolutely nothing happen in their race. Rogers is just out all on his own, and Dodman's done enough to keep the rest of the pack behind at bay and not quite fast enough to keep up with Ross and McMullen.
Sometimes a boring race is a good race.
Not always a bad thing to have nothing happen, is it?
For the championship, yes, but for the entertainment factor, no.
No. 3 to go, or 2.5 to go in this one now. I don't
It's been
think
very clean this race, surprisingly.
we saw a fair bit of action right at the start, but then after that, we've pretty much only seen contact at the hairpin up through the chute section of the track. It's been pretty well settled, and the only contact we've really seen at the hairpin was between teammates, so a little bit
A few
unexpected.
clumsy moves, but other than that, very clean from the guys tonight.
Two to go as these guys cross the line. Brenton Hobson's starting to get company back behind him once again, with Ryan O'Sullivan starting to catch up. Last lap around gained a 10th.
Yeah, the last few laps have been big gains for Ryan, so he's definitely there, but not sure if he'll have enough in reserve to have a move.
Considering how bent that car looks, I don't think he will have enough, but we've been pretty surprised by everything that's happened over the last couple of days at this track, so you never know until it's all over. Josh Rogers, 12.5 or 13-second lead over Forzano and Arby. He's coming around to commence his 24th and final lap of this round 11. Doing a very, very good job. Just maintaining
Extraordinary
time.
pace in that
Oh,
TTL Falcon. He's dropped off roughly
7 tenths.
8 tenths over
Yeah.
his whole stint, so that is very, very good tyre life in that car there.
He's 4 tenths quicker than the rest of the field. That is the final lap, so great job from Rogers. Driving it very, very consistently.
Got a rookie in, I don't know how to pronounce, in front of him almost binning it, so
Go
that's
back.
probably his most exciting moment for the race.
Good to see new names joining the series. So, first time in the Monday Night V8 Supercar Series for Go Bayer. Very, very tough race by the looks of the Holden Cruise that he's got out there at the moment. But Rogers coming up into the final complex of corners. Dominant driver once again. Had it a little bit easier than he had last night with you on his tail, Jared. But tonight, a fairly convincing win here for Josh Rogers here in round 11 of the Aussie Driver Search iRacing official V8 Supercar Series.
Yeah, very good drive from Rogers there. Smashed him.
Al Nabi will pick up second in the end. A good drive from Forzan. Dane Warren will get third. Marlon McMullen's going to hold on for fourth, and Jordan Ross, great drive from him. He'll finish in fifth position. Hayden Dodman in sixth, and Hobson and O'Sullivan seventh and eighth. Wayne Burke will finish in ninth, and Riley Blythe will come home in 10th position. Corey Preston ended up getting back into 12th position. Mario Vlasic 13th. But pretty much the rest of the field is already home. Daniel Trim will be the last driver to cross the line, finishing 19th position.
Last person on the lead lap there. Fortunately, 4 drivers 1 lap down or tired, unfortunately.
We'll run through the race results here for round 11. The Aussie Driver Search iRacing official V8 Supercar Series. Josh Rogers picks up the win. 13.3 second win. Dominant performance over Forzan Arnabi. Then Dane Warren in third position. Marlon McMullen fourth. Jordan Ross in fifth. Hayden Dodman sixth. Bretton Hobson in seventh position. Ryan O'Sullivan 8th, Wayne Burke 9th, and Riley Blythe rounds out the top 10. Then it's Harvey, Preston, Vlasic, Sharp, Williams, Stenberg, Baker, Oliver, Trim, and Bayer. The 20 drivers we had finished. DNFs to Matt Stratford, Daniel Benefield, and Mitchell McLeod. I guess we better announce what's happening for Thursdays next season, Jared.
You can take it away.
All right, so as of next season, we bring to you the Cut Price Racing Mazda MX-5 Challenge. Every Thursday night, something very, very different. We've never broadcast MX-5s before. Will be a hosted series here on V8s Online. We will start on the 14th of the 9th at Bathurst. We'll have a week off the week after that. Then we'll run every Thursday through till Christmas. Races will be around about 40 minutes in length. And we will travel to all different tracks all over the globe. Really looking forward to it. Something very, very different coming up here on V8s Online. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few big names that will jump back in the car that they haven't raced for a long time and have some fun.
Should be good, hopefully. The Mazda pack racing car can get some damage, so expect some fireworks there.
It should be good, but we'll wrap up tonight. Next broadcast will be Wednesday night for Formula Renault. Thursday night we'll have the finale of our IMSA series. And over the weekend, on Sunday, Father's Day, we will have Carrera Cup Australia. And next Monday night for the final round of this championship, the Aussie Driver Search iRacing official V8 Supercar Series, we are off to Road Atlanta. Jared, thank you once again.
My pleasure.
This is V8's Online. You are watching the Aussie Driver Search iRacing V8 Supercar official series. We will see you next time.
Aussie Driver Search is excited to announce a brand new competition in 2017. We'll be holding a V8 Ute competition with the winner receiving a drive in the V8 Utes at the inaugural Newcastle Street Race. This will be the last time the V8 Utes will race in their traditional format before morphing into the new Super Ute category in 2018. With the overwhelming response and huge demand for Aussie Driver Search, we've decided to create this additional competition for those who missed out. Open to anyone, this competition will consist of a drive in a V8 Ute at our events in Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria. The top 5 from each qualifying round move into the finale to drive V8 Utes at Sydney Motorsport Park free of charge, with the winner crowned on this day. 3-time V8 Ute champion Ryle Harris is the judge for this competition. Ryle will also mentor the winner during the round at Newcastle. One person in the V8 Ute competition will also receive a wildcard entry into the final round of the Pro competition and be in the running to win a full season in the 2018 Toyota 86 Racing Series. The entry fee is only $800 with limited spots available. Entries are open now. These spots will not last long. Get your entry in to avoid missing out.